Hello, hello. I'm going to be showing you today how I do my quickest multiple in my shop. Okay, so the first thing I'm doing, I do not like these little things in this particular design. So I cut those out. I cut them right out. I don't like them. In the 60919s, a lot of times if I'm doing a centerpiece or a swag or a garland, I keep these. But today is not the day to keep them. All right, so all this multiple is, y'all, listen up. If you want to make some money and you are a business owner already, if you're not and you want to do some fun, quick gift ideas, 60919, 4 of them. A grapevine, zip ties, and some ribbon. That's it. So I'm just fluffing this up. I'm going to kind of baby it a little bit because we don't want it to look like it's been sitting in a shipping crate for years. All right, so this is how simple this is. So what I want to do is I want to clean up this grapevine, y'all. I need to clean it up. What size? I am using a 14-inch. You can use an 18-inch, but I will tell you if you use an 18-inch, but if you want to use an oval, it looks great as well. You might need to add a little bit of eucalyptus or boxwood, but it'll cost you less than $5 to do that. So what I do is I clip off anything that's going to scratch my customer's door. Like a lot. Like anything that's going to, if I'm walking by and something's going to snag me or it looks janky, I clip it. Like that. For those of you that don't know me, I am Tammy Hodges. I'm one of the creative coaches here at Deco Exchange. And I'm glad you're here. Okay, so what I do is I beat the thunder out of it. I just make sure that the majority that needs to be shaky is gone. So what I do first is I make my bundles. I do one red and one blue. And then I put this one right in there. And what I like to do is I go ahead and secure the first two. I just think it gives me some more insurance. It's just all there is to it. Okay, so I'm zip tying. All I have is these little 6-inch deco zip ties right now. I need to order some more 9-inch or big thick ones, and I haven't done that. Okay, so I am just doing it. I'm clipping it. Okay. Throwing it off to the side. Then I'm going to lay an opposite color. So if I had blue on the bottom, I'm laying a red. And then I'm going to zip tie that little bad boy. Zip ties are the name of the game. You can use floral wire if you want. I would not recommend a Chanel stem for this particular one because this 60919, it's not heavy, but it definitely is bulkier, and I like the security of a zip tie. It's just what I like. So then I'm going to lay this one, and I need to clippy these. I normally use 6 zip ties. And then I make a little space. Zipper tie it again. So I always just secure. I like doing the 6 zip ties. I like doing it in layers. It's what I've always done, and it works great for me. And then I start moving things. I move some of the blue to the front. Okay, so all you do is literally put that bundle onto, okay, so I like to use these to secure the final one. It's a little bit thicker of one. It's an 8-inch zip tie, but it's black and it's just thicker. But the other ones I use my Deco 6 inches. So I go down in in through the guts, and I come back up through the guts. I do not go around the grapevine. The reason why I don't do that is oftentimes if you're like at a craft show or something and you see people that go all the way around that grapevine, oftentimes those bundles will slip and slide, and I don't like that. I want my bundle to have something to grip to in the middle, so it's not going to be a slipping and sliding show. So I go right here, just because this is a bigger bundle. See, I go right down through, and then I come right back up, just like that. Make sure your buckle is on the inside. Zip tie those babies. Okay, so now all we have is this wild, and I love how natural this is. I'm leaving that. And then I go and I start moving stuff just so it looks symmetrical. But I don't have everything flat. It's kind of like I don't do flat hair. I don't do, like, that's not what I want. So I'm going to be pulling these forward just one at a time. So I'm going to do about an 8 to 10 inch tail on this. It's more like 9 inch. But I just put it down. I'm going to do 10 inch. And I pinch it up. Just like this. I'm going to twist it. So we've got our pinch and our twist. And now we're going to do our loop. And I don't want some big Nellie Olson bow. It's too big. For this design, it would just look ridiculous. So I want to come back into where it's like 6 to 8 inches. That's about 7. Perfect. Y'all, how many of you have gotten signed up for the Lawn Chairs and Lemonade workshop? It's the last workshop until September. So you might keep that in mind if you're on the fence. You're going to want to get your feel. You're signed up. Awesome. You signed up on the first day. Awesome. If you haven't gotten signed up, you can go to tammysworkshop.com and get signed up. tammysworkshop.com. It's going to be so much fun, Bonnie. I cannot wait. Okay, because I used a 4 inch and I have a little bit of I've got a handful here. I'm going to go ahead and zip tie. I don't do that usually unless I usually use a Chanel stem. But when I have that 4 inch in there, Mama needs to make sure there's some insurance. That zip tie, I want to hide it. So I'll show you what I'm going to do. I usually don't do this part because I usually use something else right there. But for this, all intents and purposes, my goal is to get a clean look for my customer. There it goes. Did you hear it go? Brrr. Okay, and I'm going to use my scissors. Be very careful when doing that. Okay, so now I'm just going to dovetail everything that is a part of this bow. I like for these inside ones to look like little explosion bows. I like for them to be popped out of there. I think it's super cute when they're like 5 to 6 inches and they just pop out. Okay, now I'm going to fluff this. Normally, I call this my 7-minute multiple because if I wasn't talking, I could have these done. And a lot of times I have the bows pre-made. But on this one, I like that 4 inch so much that I might change the whole look of this to that 4-inch. I like it that much more. Look how cute this is. And that's it, friends. That's it.